As Malaysians head to the polls on November 19th, I'm here today at a university in Petaling Jaya to speak with some of the new voters on what they think about the upcoming 15th general election. Let's hear what they have to say.
Yes, it's my first time voting, and truth be told, it is a mix of emotions. I'm excited because I can finally exercise my right as a Malaysian citizen and have a say in the country's affairs. And also a little bit of worry because there's so much at stake, and as you've seen the instability for the past few years, it's a bit concerning who will form the next government.
It is my first time voting, and I think I'm excited. I'm excited to exercise my right to vote for the first time. So this election has really helped me understand more about the politics going on in my own country. So I'm excited that I get to be a part of making a change now.
The students also shared why they think it's important to vote.
Well, I think it's important to vote mainly because it is our chance to have a say in the country's affairs. It is my country just as much as it is the uncles next door. I myself also hope the country to be a certain way. So therefore, I think it's important to exercise and make sure that the MPs that are in Parliament will be able to represent the interests of the general public. Not only that, it's our civic responsibility, because we have a responsibility to also ensure that the right people are elected to be governed. So I think it's important to vote to get the best people into Parliament.
I think it's important to vote because I think everyone's vote matters. Your vote has the power to determine how this country is run. It essentially has the power to change things, and I think that's powerful. If I don't use my vote, then it's just burned, and I think there's a real sadness in that because I have all of these ideas and opinions about how I feel like a government should take care of its people. So I should use my right to vote to help place these things in motion.
Some of the 450,000 students in higher education institutions who are eligible to vote hope their future constituents will pay close attention to issues that matter most.
I'll be voting under the Bukit Gasing constituency. What I would like for the person under my constituency, most probably to be definitely someone who's open to the feedback of the people. Yeah, someone who's willing to make the changes, even the smallest of changes, just to make our area slightly better with an increased standard of living.
I think for me it would be more welfare programs and of course the flood mitigation programs, because I've worked in a Pusat Adun before in my constituency, and during the monsoon season last year around this time the floods were pretty bad, and they could really use more financial funds, resources to help mitigate these flood responses, these flash floods, especially in areas with elderly people, and they would really need this help to maintain what they have because they're already in the low income classes. So yeah, that would be flood mitigation projects, I guess.
They also hope their future leader will have empathy, integrity, govern with transparency, among other qualities.
For me, personally, I will always say that an empathetic individual, again, someone who's willing to listen to the people, someone who's willing to listen to feedback and taking the feedback without feeling a sense of pride, and not letting their ego take over, would definitely be someone who is a strong leader, in my opinion. Yeah, as well as a person with full of integrity.
Well, as a leader, I think it's important to have qualities such as transparent, responsible, and easy to be communicated or reach out, and prompt to respond. And as the future leader, I think it's very important that he or she actually prioritize the people, fight for the betterment of the people, and fulfill the promises that was made.
They also support the idea to have more young candidates to contest in GE15.
I personally hope to see more of that because we know that young people, they have many fresh ideas, they have many expectations of this country, and of course the youth is the future. And if we are able to include more of the youth in bring fresh perspectives to the table, being able to communicate in initiatives, creative ideas, communicating that into, translating that into policies that will be helpful for Malaysia in the future.
I think it's good because having young candidates, it means having the opportunity to have modern progression. But I think it would be better if having the young candidates to assist and learn from the existing knowledgeable chosen candidates and then learn the necessary skills so they could lead better in the future.
With only days away from casting their votes, the university students also share how they envision Malaysia to be post GE15.
Post GE15, hoping for more harmony and more unity among our citizens, knowing that we are a diversified society from many different ethnicities and many different backgrounds, cultures. And if we're able to still achieve the goal of who we are as Malaysians, how we can still strive to be that unique culture on a global map. And if post GE15 we can still be the same Malaysia and even work towards a better direction and being more progressive, trying to work towards a better future. And that would be my hope for Malaysia.
I guess that would be a better Malaysia in every term, of course, in every aspect, of course, so be it financially or economically, culturally as well. I also want everyone to have equal rights. With recent events that have transpired, I think it's definitely really important to ensure that all Malaysians are looked at the same way. No one is looked down upon, no one's frowned upon, and make sure that everyone has equal equity, I guess, equal access to all resources and support that they may need.
Having heard what the students had to say, I think it's pretty obvious that we all hope for a better tomorrow. Let's all vote for a better Malaysia. That's all from me, folks. I'm Panyu Jo from the Star TV.